Hey there, welcome back to Sea Power. We are the hunters. Or are we the hunted? Because that's not quite clear in this scenario. We are currently trying to strike at the Tlemcen air base, which is in Algeria. At the same time, we're trying to keep a convoy from reaching that destination, as well as a convoy seemingly leaving the area. We got lots of moving parts on this one, including a couple of F1s. This is the Rapier flight. You can see there's plenty of other aircraft around, most of which are most likely not my friend. And I'm trying to keep them off of me using F-14s and their long-range AIM-54s. So the objective here is multitude. And we are trying to control many different units at the same time with all of these different fight and flight units. Some of these are electronic warfare birds, some of them are seed flights, some of them are strike flights, such as Cupcake here. Lots of things to do. And I don't even know where all of the contacts are at. I'm gonna mostly go ahead and consider everything hostile, unless otherwise assumed. And for now, it seems like we got plenty of stuff to shoot. Let's start locking onto that merchant eventually. There's a torpedo launched by Conqueror, and it was launched quite a while ago, but it still has 11 miles to transit. Conqueror is mostly here also to deal with an enemy submarine, which was last spotted there, but most likely is about there by now. And I might need to engage that with a Tigerfish. At the moment, though, I'm perfectly happy staying where I am and waiting for other contacts to show up while I remain concealed. Because that's when this HMS Conqueror can be most useful. What I suspect this is a strike flight. And we're going to start seeing these things pop all sorts of chaff and flares. There goes one. The rest of the AIM-54s are about to arrive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we got the whole... No, one survived. That's not a bad effect. You're pursuing 7148. That's a negative. You're pursuing this one. Because they survived. Eagles 8 can also join the front. I was promised that there'd be submarines. Right now, I'm not seeing any. At least not with sonobuoys. So maybe there are submarines, I just don't know where. I'm going to set up towed decoys and towed arrays, which are already deployed. And we have the Baltimore in front, but even she's not detecting anything. So where exactly these submarines are, I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. Now this is a fairly high value target. This is their version of an AWACS. And I still have to find somebody capable of taking that out. You're going after 7051. Oh, right. That's the one I manually engaged. Eagle Cap is going home. I can just disband this formation because there's nobody left. You're going home at 105 knots. No, sir. That'll take you a very long time to go home then. You're empty. I think we lost 2 flights from, or 2 birds from that flight. So that makes sense. I want to immediately kill these, because Tu-16Ks can deal with ships. They can pose a rather significant threat. I have knocked out most of their observation in the sense that they don't have bears anymore, but they probably have a sub. That sub starts telling them where the Eisenhower is, I might have a problem. In the previous video, in case you saw that one, the ship over there, I think it was the Nox, was saying, hey, we have an incoming vampire. At which point I turned on their air search, but I don't actually see any inbound missiles, so I think that was a fluke. Alright, gentlemen. Formation. You are presently looking to engage 7147. Which is there. I don't know why they constantly seek to do that, using a weapon that I personally wouldn't pick. I would go with long range. Formation recall. Of course that doesn't work. More? Yep, more. Possibly another long flight for T-16s. Even with Dakota over there, I might not have enough birds. So let's send up another group. I'm gonna go with another group of 4. Air-to-air interceptors. Launch. No, I don't need direct control, thank you very much. Come on, Eisenhower. Okay. Sonoboy's getting dropped, Sonoboy's getting dropped, Eagle coming in. Yeah, we just have to wait. Hurry up and wait. Lots of that going around in this mission. This next encounter is not going to be as spectacular, but we should be able to at least pop a few birds. There goes one. Looks like Tu-16s again. 2 more AIM-54s about to arrive. Oh, we got 3 shoots there. There's chaff. 2. These things are packing 3 missiles each. So I'm very interested in getting rid of them. Unfortunately, some of these Eagles 5s don't have their long-range missiles left, so they're going to go in with Sidewinders and Sparrows. Eagles 5-1 still is guiding another AIM-54. Eagle 5-3 is down to Sparrows as well. So it's going to be shorter ranged options, but hey, if it works, it works. And as long as we can keep these guys off of us... Oh, sorry, they're Tu-22s. As long as we can keep these guys off of us, I'm perfectly happy with the outcome. They probably still have a lot of range to fly. Splash. Yeah, they got about 210 miles. I think we'll be able to intercept them way before they become a problem, but there are quite a few of them. And of course we're tasking the AIM-54 against the same target. Unfortunately, connection lost, so I cannot retarget this missile. We'll just have to make do with the weapons that we have. You're currently engaging... You're engaging 7185. Good. I was hoping to engage that flying AWACS of theirs, but that'll have to wait. We'll deal with you in a minute. Well, probably about 20 to 30 minutes when we have more of the F-15s, oh sorry, F-14s in position, such as Dakota 1-3. As for Seed, we have 2 flights. We got this Seed flight with Shrikes, shorter ranged but capable. In front of them is Magic 2. That is a couple of the Seed Heavy loadout, which gives me AGM-78 with much better range at 48 miles, as well as 2 Shrikes and offensive ECM. So we'll be able to fly in, jam everything, and then start killing off their radars. I don't understand why you're not actually engaging 7183. God, you're going off... You're going off against the P-42. No numbnuts. That's not what we're doing here. This is what happens when you let these guys go free. You really gotta micromanage the planes, still. Or you risk them doing something completely different. Something rather counterintuitive as well. For all I know, it's me. It could be user error, could be that I just don't understand how the game decides what their target is. But if I have an aircraft, and I tell the aircraft, hey, there's weapons free for you, you got your radar active, go shoot shit. I expect it to start shooting shit right in front of it, not shoot shit 115 miles away. So, maybe it's user error, maybe the game is not quite as intuitive as I would like it to be. Good night, sweet prince. How much can those things carry? That's the AS-4 Kitchen out to 250 miles and the AS-4B out to 188. I don't know which missile they're carrying. Oh crap, we're getting jammed. We're also getting jammed. Jam this. Come on. You don't have an AIM-7. I gotta be careful that these things don't get blapped by the tail gunners. Oh, come on, you're not Winchester. Good lord. Sometimes these birds are not the brightest. Do you still have AIM-54s? No, you do have an AIM-7. Okay, there's one. Target the trailing one. And now you're gonna bug off. Leave. You're no longer part of the formation. Good. Eagle 6. Would you like to turn around? You're jamming AIM-9s? No, you're getting hit by flares. Okay, fine. There's one, and there's two. AIM-7 going. It means that you, Eagle 6, are empty. They just used their chaff, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've already reloaded and are going to be able to do that again. Here it comes. Kill. Kill 2. Good work. Good work. You're getting jammed. Okay, well, I see 3 missiles and I see 2 targets. So we got 50% extra. Engage. Come on, anytime now. Thank you. Did I miss any submarines? Not as of right now. Good. Seeing as we still got more buoys, let's continue the spread. I know I'm getting closer to the Baltimore, but I'm rather being safe than sorry. Especially with Baltimore and her sonar. I'm expecting her to be able to detect things. If she doesn't, however, we could lose a carrier. Which I think the Admiralty would rather frown upon. This thing still... Oh. Okay. This thing still has 7 miles to go. We are down to our infrareds. And those got a range of 9... Yeah, 9.8. Guide that missile. Let's see. Even if they do make it through, it's only 6 missiles. Yeah, we're getting jammed again. It's only 6 missiles that we need to worry about. Which isn't terrible. And I still got another backstop there in the Coda 1. So we'll be able to make that happen. Nope. Not gonna happen. Engage both of those. You're going home. You're going home. Default 3 going home. Eagles 8. Let's go up ahead and see if we can intercept more stuff. As for Rapier 1, I want to have you guys head over here. See if we can intercept that convoy. We still need to address that. Fox 2. You don't need to guide that. Now you can return to base. Now you can leave. Because now it is not going to get any safer for you. And if you don't manage to... You send 2. If you don't manage to get the kill, I'll find somebody who can. Dakota 1. Let's tell Dakota 1 formation orders individual. The hell? Oh, you got him. Shit. Well, it's like the last thing they did. This bastard is launching missiles. Yeah. We got 5 missiles inbound. Alright. Take me to your leader. We're going to see if we can splash some of these. Come on, gentlemen. This is what you do best. Yeah, that's a lot of AIM-54s that we send just downrange. Oh, sorry, no, it's just from Dakota 1-1. Never mind. The more we can stop, the better it'll be. Unfortunately, we do have Eagle 6 at risk here. And this guy's probably hightailing at home. So I need you to clear out, making sure that we don't accidentally get an AIM-54 stuck in the tailpipe of an Eagle 6 here. That would be bad form. Magic 1 is out in front, preparing the first strike attack. I really don't want her to be out far in front of the fighters. There's going to have to be a mix. These guys will have to get covered by the fighters, but the fighters are currently occupied doing something else. Range, 6 miles. Merchant, completely unaware. This is the Fesco line. Let's see if one Tiger Shark... Tiger Shark? Tiger Fish can take that out. Once again, there's just one AS-4 making its way over to the carrier. You can just make out the outline there. All the ships capable are now engaging this missile. And so far, I am not particularly impressed with the performance. Even Yorktown, which is an Aegis class cruiser, or rather a Ticonderoga class, is just not using the weapons that you thought it would be. The carrier is performing air ops. Yeah, that's fantastic, but maybe we need to engage this AS-4. The AS-4 does keep jumping around all over the place. Like, the game doesn't even know exactly where the missile is. Because I do have my air search on various of my ships. I should be able to see exactly where this thing is and how we're going to deal with it. But right now, I'm not getting a whole lot of information. Ah, we got it. Those things consistently get way too close. All this air defense, and it still happens. I don't like it. Not one bit. It's way too dangerous for my taste. Because if I lose this carrier, well, it's potentially not entirely GG, but it'll definitely hurt. Because then I don't have nearly the same striking power as I used to. Speaking of striking power, what I do have is Tomahawks. And the Tomahawks have a pretty good range of 900 miles. I don't really know exactly where these radar sites are yet. We just have an emission from them. And that means I can't strictly target them with Tomahawks yet. But once we start getting better targeting information, the Arkansas can start letting loose. The enemy aircraft here have been neutralized. Unfortunately, that did come at the expense of one of my own aircraft. Because as one of my aircraft was trying to intercept a missile, the AIM-54 accidentally hit Eagles 5-1. So that unfortunately cost me one F-14, but the aircraft now have been dealt with, and now we can make our way over to the P-94, sorry, the P-42, and start dealing with all of these radar installations. So Magic 1 is joining in, and we got the Magic 2 and Sting flights joining in. And after that, I'm considering sending in some of the bombers. I was planning on using these guys to go after ships, after that convoy, but I still have Rapier 1. And as there's supposedly just one escort, all we need to do is bypass, that's the warship, that's doing 25 knots, is just bypass this guy, and then we'll be able to get hits on those merchants, kill that convoy off before it arrives. And of course we still have our submerged surprise here. Tigerfish time. After being in transit for a very long time, this tigerfish has finally caught up with its prey. A merchant. A merchant which is somehow, and I really don't know how, it is somehow aware of the tigerfish. The tigerfish came up from 350 feet below sea level, which I think makes it rather unlikely that this ship even knows that it's coming under attack. But, well, somehow it just changed course, and somehow it knew something was going on. At any rate, this guy has been hit, most likely critically. And ideally, that would also be the end of it. With time acceleration that I'm running, sometimes the game just kind of loses track. And then if you go back to one-time speed, it goes, oh, yeah, right, there was all sorts of contacts around. And they just kind of light up again. So that's why the game is currently doing some weird shit here with all the detections that the Conqueror is getting, or rather is not getting. The P-42 has now been shot down, and I'm now going in for the first attack with one lonely seed aircraft. I've descended to 3,000 feet, because I might have a jamming range of about 50 miles, But it's possible that the enemy has radar range and is capable of hitting this thing from 50. So what I'm going to do is fly lower, make sure I get jams on these, and then start using my Shrikes and my standards in order to cripple any radar around. Because it's not just the radar. It's never just the radar. You're also dealing with whatever the radar is spotting for. Some missile battery. Merchant has been confirmed sunk. The rest of that convoy is still, well, trying to get detected. And I don't think we can quite spot them with... Oh, actually, there they are. That's all the hostiles. The question is... Which one's the fast one? I think it was 238. Because the fast one is the one that's capable of shooting missiles down. My missiles, my access sets here only have a range of 35. Which, hey, is better than the 22.5 that the Brits get. Maybe being air-launched does help a little bit. I hope so, because I do want to get these missiles away. How many birds we got? 5? 6. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna have to tell these things individually what I want them to shoot. Otherwise, they'll just shoot a missile all at the same target, which would be an utter waste. For now, though, I'm much more interested in this attack. We're 60 miles out. It's closely gonna get followed up by Sting 5. Actually, no, by Magic 2. Sting is gonna have to wait. In Fields of Gold, and we're gonna have these guys come in with their Shrikes, because that's a much better missile. Oh, sorry, the AGM-78. 48 mile range. Range 69, 68, 67, range 58. As you can see, we're going to attack as night falls. It's now current 1950 local, and it's only gonna get darker from here. Despite my massive sonobuoy net here and there in the south, no submarines detected as of yet. Again, I'm not taking this as a "you're safe" message. I'm taking this as you just haven't found whatever you're looking for yet. Because there is talk of a pincer movement. And that means we're just going to continue dropping buoys until either we safely transit the area or until we run out. And if we run out, we send up more S3s. Because I will not lose a carrier to this nonsense. Alright, range is now 48. There we go. The radar's getting jammed. So now we can pop a missile into it. There's the surface contacts again. Oh, it's actually a bigger convoy than I'd expected. That's one anti-radiation missile. Are these all hostile? That's tricky. This thing is doing 16 knots. That's on the high end for a merchant. It is, however, not impossible. Control mode. Singular. These things fly at 2,700 feet. I think they're pretty much direct path towards the radar, so I hope there's no mountains in the way. If there are, we will find them. Somehow. And slam into them, as opposed to slam into the radar that we're trying to jam. See, this is somewhat dangerous. I want to get another missile on that second radar. And I might not know exactly where they are, but I don't have to. Because as long as I got a radar track on it, that's good enough. I still gotta deal with those guys leaving. 48 miles out. New surface. This convoy is massive. Much bigger than I'd expected. So that will take me more time to deal with. Thankfully, supposedly they're only escorted lightly, which means their capability of intercepting missiles is not great. Alright, this is the first AGM-78, range 15 miles. Flying over the shores. They're keeping a nice altitude of about 300 to 400 meters above above ground, so about 1,100 feet. So far, I'm not seeing any mountains, so that's a good sign. This SA-6 is Not something I really want to see. I'm jamming these two, but not that. Also, this first missile is not a guarantee that we shut that radar down. Or is it? 1.5 mile? 1.2? There you are. Yeah, see? This thing has friends. 7252 is classified. And we took out one of the radars, but not the other one. Or a second radar just turned on. So now we're going to go in with the Shrike. A shorter range option. Let's go to 6. There's that second flight here, because I do need to get jamming on that other radar. We're not there yet. Because if this thing starts popping me, that'll be a problem. Yeah, there's a launcher there. That's dangerous. Okay, my friend. Get that missile on target. Rapier. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start splitting these boys off. We've got Rapier 1-6, leave the formation. What I want you to do is pop your axis set on 7246. When you're done, you're gonna just turn around and leave. Any day of the week now. I'm gonna disband this whole flight. You are gonna target 7328. And then leave. Because I don't need to guide these things, so they can just find their targets all by themselves. 1-1. Target 7245. Veer off. You. There's more to explore. At this point, though, I don't really know how these missiles are going to behave. So what I'm going to do instead is just wait for a couple of these missiles to get in. And then we'll see what's left. And how much more I need to strike. Because there's a real opportunity that I'll be wasting potential here. Okay, we got that SA-10 radar knocked out. Very good. We can start getting the other strike involved. Sabre 1. I'm going to shut down that second SA-10. It's still getting jammed. This one's not jammed. It's a radar and fire control radar, FCR. It's a bit concerning. So unfortunately, Conqueror does not get anything like a harpoon or a tomahawk, because that would be a great weapon to deal with these things. Just outside of torpedo range, but something like a tomahawk has absolutely no problem catching it. Harpoon too, by the way. Come on, let's get that second radar knocked out. You targeted the first one, you dummy. Second strike. Go. A couple of meagers here. I'm not sure if those are going to be a problem. Don't have jamming range yet. Alright. Yeah, we hit 7252 again. Unfortunate, that's not what I wanted to hit. He's probably going to RTB now. Unacceptable. Because I do need to jam these things first. I also am very interested in finding that whole airbase, which is supposedly down there somewhere. But I don't really dare venture in with all those radars active. And especially with all that surface-to-area weaponry that they got close. I really don't want to party with that much. Or risk something as rare as an EA6. Come on, this time please hit the right radar. That'd be great. Because otherwise we're going to be spending about an hour round flight. And that's not even counting the 20 minutes that we need to rearm and refuel this bird. Please target the right one. Don't do that. Damn it. Okay, fine. RTB. Control mode, individual. Send a missile at it. Magic 2-1, preparing to attack. In the meanwhile, we're seeing these missiles arrive closer and closer and closer towards the convoy. There's the convoy, and that's one of their warships. Possibly the only warship. Because we were told there was only one. This appears to be it, and unfortunately, these missiles don't get the benefit of jamming. They do have the benefit of flying very low. That's nice. The lower they fly, the more difficult they are to intercept. Hold on. You got another escort. Really? That's not good. There's 2 escorts. So far, though, they don't seem to have a very good track record. One mile out. Yeah, I think we'll get a hit on this guy. Exocet supposedly has more of a punch when you compare that to the harpoon. Let's see if that's correct. You're hitting another merchant. Good. And you're hitting another merchant. Excellent. Got him. Okay, so what's our score? 1 burning. 2. 3. Did they intercept 1? Not sure. Not sure. Okay, let's let them cook for a minute. That radar's still active. That missile's still airborne. I need you to hit this other guy now. Because the Shrikes are somehow unable to do it. Missile away. Triple. What is that? No response. Agrees to comply. Fishing boat. Not a problem. Alright, you. Go hit that SA-6. Shut down that AA net. Missed. That's not what I want to see happen. Let's send another. I really hope this is not going to once again target this 7252. Wait a second, how many radars are there? Because I know for sure that I destroyed one. That looked like a launch to me. That looked like a launch to me. Drop. One of you. Start jamming the other area. Okay, we got it. Both of these are now neutralized. That means that their targeting systems have been destroyed, and ideally all those missile batteries around them are not a problem. Ideally. Damage to these has been done. They're slowing down to 0.6. Yeah, that's another at 0 knots. And that's the 25 knot one. That's the warship, 7248. Okay. Come on, we gotta shut down that radar, make sure it's no longer a problem. Because there is a strike flight coming in the form of Sabre 1. And I need to clear the area before they get here. 19, 15, 108. You missed again? Dude, I thought you were supposed to be pretty decent at this. If this doesn't work, I'll have to just use one of the cluster bombers here from Sting 5. guess we might need to do that. Alright, seed operations will continue in the next part. Thank you for watching this one. I hope you have enjoyed. And I shall see you soon for part 3.